Imagine a quiet afternoon in 17th century Paris. Blaise Pascal, the mathematician, isn't tearing through endless tasks. Instead, he's seated sipping tea, carefully sketching a single idea that'll reshape probability theory. What if our workdays could feel like Pascal's, focused, deliberate, unhurried? Cal Newport's slow productivity invites us into this world where less chaos and more meaning meet. But how exactly do you slow down in a culture obsessed with speed? Stay with me. Most of us drown in to-do lists that never end. Newport flips that script from quantity to quality by doing far fewer things. But how do you decide what to cut? Blaise Pascal's genius wasn't in multitasking. In Paris, he focused on one problem, gambling odds. By narrowing his attention, he invented probability theory. Newport points to Pascal's laser focus as proof. Tackling fewer tasks means deeper impact. Instead of scattering effort, concentrate on meaningful problems and watch your work transform. Think of master painters like Vermeer, who labored slowly on each brushstroke rather than rushing out canvases by the dozen. Slow productivity works the same way. Quality isn't a byproduct, it's the goal. It's like trading speedboats for sailboats. Sailboats carry you further even if they're slower up front. When you clear the clutter, something wild happens. Creativity and insight fill the empty space. Think of a quiet room after a storm. Newport shows how scaling back lets your mind wander, connect dots, and innovate. The surprising payoff: your work isn't just done, it feels undeniably meaningful. The hustle culture says go full throttle till collapse. Newport challenges that. What if your best output follows nature's rhythms instead? Look back at Charles Darwin, who worked intensely during mornings and rested afternoons, adjusting to his energy highs and lows. Newport highlights how he synced his scientific process to natural rhythms instead of forcing a 9 to 5. Understanding your personal cycle can unlock periods of unstoppable focus. Imagine a river flowing, sometimes fast over gentle rocks, sometimes slow through calm pools. Your productivity isn't a flat line, it ebbs and surges. Newport's metaphor reminds you to ride those waves rather than fight them. When you flow with your energy, work's not torture, it's momentum. Ignoring nature's signals leads to the burnout epidemic we all know too well. Slow productivity teaches the power of rest, not as a luxury but a strategy. When you honor your natural pace, your work sustains and the dreaded midweek crash disappears. The shocker: you get more done by doing less better. In a world obsessed with output, Newport reveals a paradox. Real success comes not from churning out more, but obsessing over excellence. Newport shares the story of Aristotle, who spent decades refining his philosophies. His slow, thoughtful dedication resulted in works that shaped Western thought for millennia. That kind of obsession isn't impractical, it's what turns work into legacy. Slow productivity asks, what if your work mattered enough to demand that kind of care? Think of craftsmanship, the potter who returns daily to perfect a single vase. Slow productivity treats work like an artisan's craft where every detail counts. It's not busy work or manic lists, it's molding each project with care, like a sculptor revealing the form hidden in stone. That obsession transforms more than your output, it reshapes how you feel about your work. Satisfaction comes not from checking boxes, but from knowing you created something worthy. Newport shows that obsessing over quality nourishes your soul, and the rare joy of looking at your work and saying, I gave this my best life. Remember Pascal in that Parisian study? His slow, deliberate approach birthed revolutionary ideas. That's slow productivity in action, choosing fewer projects, honoring your natural pace, obsessing over quality to create work that's meaningful and sustainable. Try this tomorrow, pick one task and give it your full attention, no distractions allowed. See how slowing down might just speed your success. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.